Good morning. Today we're going to go through some voting once again. I just want you guys to see how I vote, and I want you guys to let me know if there's any voting that you guys do that's maybe a little different than mine, or what's going on with this voting, because I'm seeing a lot of really just weird stuff get through. So let's talk about it. For example, I always go top to bottom. As you guys may or may not know, I'm still kind of new at this, so I want you guys to see firsthand exactly what's going on. So let's talk about the top first. I see we're trying to carry some green through in the picture and the little tuft thing there. Mostly this room is black, but then you have two off-white or beige chairs. That kind of throws me off a little bit. The picture, the tuft, the green lamp there, it's just not working for me. But then you have on the bottom some very interesting things. I mean, they're both okay rooms. I don't see anything wrong with them per se. You got your green coming through on both of them, really. The one on the bottom doesn't really have any pictures. It looks a little empty to me, so I'm probably going to go with the one on the top. This one is one of those ones where it's kind of a tough decision because I don't really care too much for both of them, for either one. So we'll go with this top one here. Moving on. Yeah, the one on the top is not doing anything for me at all. It's empty. It's bare. If I go in there in the morning for anything, I'm having cold feet. The bottom, kind of the same concept. I like the way those chairs kind of go with the picture up there. But other than that, it's not really doing anything. This one's going to be equal. I don't like either one of them. I see other people had struggles with both of them as well. Both of these designs, I don't like either one. The British chair, coffee table thing, you can definitely, what my niece likes to say, miss me with that. Yeah, that doesn't go with anything in the room at all. They have pictures up, they have a rug, they have this little whatever this is here, but it's just not working for me. Yeah, nothing goes. At least somebody's trying to pull something together here. They brought the green down from the wall to the floor, so that was good. They used all dark brown furniture. That actually would not have been too bad if they didn't use this here. What is that there for? It doesn't serve any purpose to me. They should have used something else. So, if I had to choose between the two, I would go bottom. I'm gonna do that. As you can see, most people kind of did the same. Again, the top is feeling a little empty to me. I don't know where the brown beanbag chairs are coming from with the orange. Yeah, I'm not feeling that one at the top. The bottom is not really bringing me home either. But if I had to choose between the two, I would definitely pick the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I see most other people have done the same. Now, on the top, this is actually not too bad of a design. I like, the chairs, and I like the pics that they did with the tables up here. The chairs are okay. They probably could have gone with a different coffee table and actually put a rug down, and I may have bought it. At the bottom, they're not really pulling anything home for me either. I'm going to go equal on this one. Yeah, people had a tough decision on that one. Okay, this top room is a mess. It's all over the place. Okay. So you've got your rug. You've got your, what is this, a vase? I never even knew what that, I don't even use that thing. And you've got too many colors. You've got your blues, kind of like a navy blue. You've got your white and your white back here. You've got one picture and four different blues, five different blues on there. I'm not really feeling that one. So if I have to choose, I'm going to go with the one on the bottom. It's not very well put together either, but if I had to choose, like I said, between the two, I'm going to go with this one. Now, you see how that got 5 stars. I think that they're pitting these together throughout an entire vote. That one at the bottom that I just voted for, I wish I could turn this thing back, rewind. It wasn't a very good design to me. You know, if you guys feel any different, and, you know, sorry to the person who actually did the design. It wasn't all that great. I didn't care for it. But I had to choose one or the other. And instead of using the equal sign, I decided to go ahead and vote on the one on the bottom because the one on the top was just that bad. And so that person ended up getting, as I could see, 5 stars. So honestly, as far as voting is concerned, I really think that that's where these a lot of these 5 stars are coming from that don't really deserve it. They're pitted against someone like at the top here. That is a cold, uninviting room to me. But it does look better than the one on the bottom. It's all over the place. It's got all different furniture. You know, you've got some wicker, you've got some wood, you've got some cloth, you've got some different colors of blues throughout the room. You've got an antique lamp. You've got, I mean, none of this stuff matches. So I'm going to go with this one. And look at there. They had 4 stars and some change. And I don't think either one of those should have gotten that. So I don't think people are using that equal sign as they really should. The one on the bottom at least has some put together on this one. You know, a lot of people are using this navy colored chair is another thing I'm noticing. So these guys on the bottom actually stepped out of that. They've got a little bit of gold here and here and here. And, you know, your gold legs here. Then you've got your matching chairs here. And this, you know, is kind of thrown in there along with some blue. So I feel like this one at the bottom is one that they've done a little better job with. Again, these are equal. I'm not even going to vote anymore. The one on the bottom is nice. I actually like that one. They've pulled that room together. This one on the top, it looks like, you know, let's just throw a bunch of chairs in there and hope for the best. So I'm going to go with the bottom. Obviously, people did not feel the same way I did. I know the requirements of this challenge was a little difficult. It was. I'm still not thrilled with these designs at all. They could have, you know, come up with something a little better than what I'm seeing here. You know, I really don't have a choice. I'm going to go equal again. Obviously, people did not feel the same. The one at the top kind of got more in that last vote. This one, I'm going to go equal again. That's horrible to me. Both of them. The one on the bottom is completely empty. It's just throw furniture in there. That's it. So equal. They're both empty. I shouldn't even be made to choose. But people are voting. So let's talk about this equal sign. The equal sign is there for designs that are just alike, or designs that you don't feel either one of them made the cut. I don't think people are using it. This one on the top, I love it. It's great. Compared to the stuff I've seen so far, this is something that I'm going to vote on. The one on the bottom, they've got their blues. Unfortunately, the one on the top just kind of did it for me. They tied everything in together with their rug. They've used very, I don't even know the word I'm looking for here. They've just tied everything together on the top. So I'm definitely going with that one. And of course, she's got 5 stars. I don't know how this one on the bottom got 5 stars. It's ridiculous to me. Moving on to the next one. This is 5 of 5. They both used rugs. They both used pictures. They both put a lamp in there. Let's see here. As far as tying the rooms together, I think the top one maybe did a better job. Tell me if you agree or disagree on this. They both have wood-colored furniture here at the bottom. White coffee table is the absolute same. The chairs are the same. These two, the seating area, I don't really care for that. This one, they at least tried to kind of bring those together. And they used the same little decoration accessory for the coffee table. This one at the top, they pulled in their green from the chair, from the couch, from the sofa. Here, not so much. And then they used pink for the walls. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that. The paintings up here don't stand out as much. They probably didn't have anything that really could go with this room. So they try to make it as painless as possible. I could, the chess set over here is probably not the best idea. But between the two, I'm going to go with the top. Apparently people did not agree with me. So, just using something different sometimes in a set can get you a vote. That's another thing that I've noticed. They threw that lamp in there with the tripod lamp, and they used the pink pictures that you get in the higher levels. And I really think that that's what made people go to that room, even though the room to me wasn't really well put together between the two. All right, here's another example of nothingness. The colors that they use at the top, they're great. They would have been a little better if we could have added a rug in there. I also see that they used an animal print accessory versus something else, so I'm not really thrilled about that. On the bottom, they tried. They've got their color scheme together. The chairs don't really match the rest of the room, but they did try. So I'm going to go with the bottom. Most people probably did not agree with me and went with the top, but we'll see. I was wrong. Top, empty. I don't really care for the way that they tied in the flower colored chairs. My brain's not working this morning. I just got up about an hour ago, so excuse my descriptions here. They did not neither one of them added a plant, which that doesn't really matter too much. The flowers with the red here and the striped, it's not doing it for me. And this one on the bottom here, they've added some painting. They really tried to bring their wood through and follow through with some colors. So I'm definitely going to go with this bottom one. Apparently others agreed with me, if you saw that from the vote there. Top to bottom, once again. I like the chairs and the the rug, table even, the seating arrangement here, and I don't really care for that too much. And the couch, I don't really care for that too much. But they did put something on each one of those. I would have liked to have seen they bring this over here. But apparently that wasn't too important for them. So, that one's okay. I like the blues here. The blue is electric. It does pop out at you, okay, on this bottom one. There's no plant. There's no pictures. And that may just be that they didn't have that. I can see, they used the same flower. So I'm not really going to hold that against them. I like everything until you get to this right here. That just threw me all the way off. There's something else they could have done with that. Anything else they could have done with that. It just does not match the room to me at all. So this one is a tough decision. I'm going to equal sign these guys because they just, I don't see, I mean, both of them are good and I can sit here and haggle over design all day long, but I'm just going to equal those. And pretty much everybody's done the same. They didn't know which way to go. So, this green at the bottom, let's talk about that. I'm going with the top. I can see that already because this green, I love this design at the bottom, but that green rug is just, I hate it. I can't stand it. They used everything in the design above. Their color scheme was okay. They used a plant. They used their painting in a clock there. Their coffee table kind of pulls everything together. On the bottom, everything's pulled together, but it's empty. And that green is just not doing it for me. I can't force myself to vote for that. Although it kind of matches the walls, I'm just not into it. I'm going to go with the top. Hopefully, everyone that kind of agrees with me on that. All right, let's look at the bottom and the top. This is another one of those tough decisions, so I got to talk myself through it once again. So the red and white flower, this thing here. I don't know who came up with that. They need to go back to where the hell they came from. That is so ugly. I'm sorry. And then the red, yeah, I'm not feeling that one. On the bottom, we have at least a tied-in color scheme. No plants on either one. It looks like this one did use all of its accessories. They don't really match up as far as this and this are concerned. There's actually the stool. There's not too much wrong with the stool here, but they tied in the colors of the rug with everything else. So I can at least say that they attempted to tie in their colors versus the top. Yeah, not so much. I love the chairs on the top. I like the stool, the coffee table. That's great. Even the white couch, I can get with that part of it. It's just the rest of it I can't get with the wall bookcases, I like to call them. They're just not doing it for me. So I'm gonna go with the bottom. And apparently most people did not agree with me. British, you can just skip it. I'm done with that one up the top already. So let's look at the bottom. They did tie in some. The only thing I don't really care for is this piece over here. They could have done differently. But up top here, that just ruined that entire... I could have maybe even gone with no carpet. Okay, they even put a plant in there, but oh my gosh, that thing is just, I can't with that. So going back down here, I can get with everything in this room except for this piece right here, so I'm voting for them. Top to bottom. Top actually looks very homey to me. I don't see where, um, I don't agree with this piece here. And they could have used a carpet and a plant. But on the bottom, you've got too much going on. You got stripes here. You've got patterned rug here. You've got some brown and green chairs there. I hate it when that happens. You've got a picture and a plant, but it's not really pulling or tying anything together. Your picture's blue. Your bookcase is brown, or your wall piece, whatever that is brown. You've got green and brown chairs. You've got a green rug. You've got wood coffee table. Then you've got a white a bookcase, and then you've got some gray. It's just too much going on the bottom. So in this case, I'm going to go with the top. Top to bottom. Actually, the top's not that bad. Don't really care for the wall art too much for this particular one. I don't know what's going on with this coffee table. Everybody's kind of going with that coffee table. There are other things to choose from. On the bottom, they kind of made it more uniform. They've got some white pieces or some off-white pieces here, and the rug really ties everything in together. I don't really care for this piece here, but with that being said, I still think that the bottom is a little better, and apparently others agreed. Top to bottom. Now, here's where we come to a dilemma. And I've been recording for a minute now because I've been going through the different designs. So in the top, you've got a gray and orange situation. At the bottom, you've got a black and gray. And I've been saying this for a long time. Unless the design is black and white or blue, like a light blue, or either fully black or fully white, the designs aren't really voted for. So I'm probably going to go with the top one only because, the people at the bottom obviously have figured this out, and they've made it into an all black room, which nothing against them, nothing against their design, but I'd like to see more color. And they didn't throw this room at the top together too bad. They've got the wood on the walls, and it goes well in that room. And they've got their oranges, and they've got their gray, and they didn't step too far outside of that. So I'm going to go with the top. I love the bottom. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I think it's wonderful, but I'm sure everybody and their mother has voted for that. I'm going to go with the one at the top. And that went kind of fast, but it's been a long journey for that one at the top, as you saw there. The black one had the 5 stars just about, and the other one was very, very close to it. So last one, top to bottom. Top is okay. They've used matching furniture, but there's no rug. They used wicker when nothing else in the room is wicker. I don't approve of that at all. They both use the same pictures, just opposite each other. The one on the bottom ties their colors together a little better, and they use everything in the room that's available to make their design. So I'm going to go with the one at the bottom. All right, so that's how I'm voting. I thank you guys so much for sharing. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about your voting and how you vote. And if anything I said kind of resonated with you, or, the opposite, it infuriated you for whatever reason, let me know.